What's going on, boys? In this video, I'm going to be going through how to not accidentally become a slave. If you want freedom in your life and you want to follow your own path and live a life that you actually want to live, you must listen up. This right here is a visual representation of how the system works in a nutshell, and basically what you've been taught your whole life to go towards, and obviously what to avoid as well. Now, the world is broken up into three sectors, boys. Right? So if we look at it here, you've got your poor down the bottom, you've got your middle class, and you've got your rich or your free. All right? Your whole life has been receiving information and advice to get you to this sector here, the top part of the middle class, right? Everything that you have been given in terms of any single part of information within the system, you have been tried to be led to this point, okay? Now, first of all, if you're poor, if you end up poor, right, you're just a dumbass. If you end up in the middle class, you have followed the safe, predictable, and easy path. And if you are rich or free, you followed the risky, unpredictable, and uncomfortable path, right? That's just how this works, okay? Now, the problem is, though, is the programming and what people have basically made you to believe is success is in this pool here, which you don't want to be, because this right here is mediocrity. This still means 9 to 5, bullshit life, wage slavery type crap that I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're watching this channel, you don't want to be in, right? Now, in terms of the path of what they call success, basically, obviously, it's modern day slavery, as I said, and it is what they consider success, guys, right? The question is, though, is, do you want to be at the top end of the middle class, or, do you want to be free? Okay, because at the end of the day, the person that follows this path, even though they are successful within this sector, they still have zero freedom. They're still fucking broke, and they've got no options in their life if you really actually look at it. Okay, selling your 20s and your 50s to enjoy a retired life is just absolute bullshit to me. Why someone would even accept that is beyond me. This is exactly how to live a terrible, depressing life, okay? What I call it is golden handcuffs. Salary high enough to trap you, not high enough to free you, okay? Zero leverage, trading time for money. You've got a ceiling on your income. You can't get ahead, and you're trapped in one location, okay? That's the life that they sell to you, and that's what they say is the path to follow. Now, you've probably heard things like, you get good grades so you can get a good paying job, right? Learn how to save. Don't get a credit card. Remember my fucking maths teacher in high school told us all, guys, if there's one thing you do, don't ever get a credit card. That's broke, middle class mindset. Credit cards can come in real handy if you're rich. Obviously, they want you to, work really, really hard so you can retire. Fuck that, boys. You can work really hard in the next 1 to 3 years and have freedom forever, right? If you follow the right advice from the right fucking people that are actually doing it and actually living a life that you want, right? They're going to tell you as well, this is just life. You got to accept it. Bullshit. They're going to tell you to buy a house. Terrible idea, especially if you're young. And they're going to tell you things like, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, right? Business is risky. Play it safe. Don't take risks. Get a good paying job, probably inside engineering, medicine, or law. Go to university. That's what success is. Climb the corporate ladder and tolerate Monday to Friday so you enjoy the weekend. That is the process of, what most of you are led to, okay? And at the end of the day, sure, it's better than being broke. It's better than being at that, that bottom part of middle class. But guys, this is still a terrible life, and not what you should be aiming for, okay? Now, they will fucking try and program you to make you believe that, what's up here is dangerous or risky, right? But really, boys, what's risky is settling for shit, settling for a terrible life. 10 years from now, imagine you're still working a job that you don't even like. Imagine you're still getting 4 weeks of holidays a week. Like, bullshit. Do not accept that crap. You can make it happen. And there's strategies to be able to do that, boys. And this is what I'm going to be going through and helping you guys out inside my channel to be able to get you there, right? Because at the end of the day, in today's world with the internet and how things are rolling, it's really not that fucking hard. It's actually pretty easy. Okay. Now this is what it takes, in my opinion, though. Do not go to uni. Worst choice ever. Gets you stuck in debt. It's going to waste 4 years of your life. None of the skills there are really that beneficial. And all it does is get you a piece of paper for a job. You do not want a job. All right. Just a shit life. So don't worry about going to uni. Avoid old traps early, such as getting a mortgage or getting into large debt. You need to be mentored by other rich people, not 9-to-5ers. Okay. Your professor that's teaching business does not have a successful business himself. The guy who's talking about marketing does not have a successful marketing agency himself. These guys are retards, and you're paying all this money to learn from them. Stupid idea. Listen to people that have a life that you want. That is the only thing you need to do when it comes to, basically growing and living the life that you want. All right. You need to accept that you're going to be feeling like alone a lot. And that no one's going to understand you. Okay. That's just normal. It's going to set you up anyway. Basically, boys, you have to set up a life that works for you, right? So location wise, expenses, speed, growth. You need to invest in mentors, books, info, courses from people that have actually done it. As I mentioned, it's not that much as well. Just keep saving, invest into the funnel of, your education and into your skills, right? Leading to the next point, you must invest in high income skills. You're not going to make money out of nowhere. It's not going to come from a fucking, tree randomly. You need to put in the work. Don't get me wrong. You're going to have to sacrifice some short-term fun. Leaving your hometown is always a good idea. I highly recommend that you do that. And you need to be able to handle failure and rejection, because it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. It's inevitable. But that's what it takes, boys. And really, it's not that fucking hard to just follow that path. Now, in terms of the advice and the programming behind what you're going to hear if you take this path, right, this risky path, you're going to get told you're gullible, right? You're going to get told you can't have your cake and eat it too. Yes, you can, right? But what about your backup plan? That sounds risky. That's not normal, right? People hitting you with, yeah, but, right? Some bullshit but excuse, some fucking pussy excuse, or some bullshit fucking negative thought. Ignore these people. Don't talk to them. Don't tell people, normal people, what your goals are, what your plans are. They're just going to make you feel like shit or try and steer you away from that direction. All right. Keep it to yourself, or keep it to the boys that are close to you, in terms of the ones that are on the same path as you, on the same life as you. They're going to tell you that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Dumb. Pyramid scheme is a big one, right? That's not how life works. Just be grateful for what you have. Enjoy high school. It's downhill from here. I fucking heard that all the time. I remember being in the gym. There was like this guy. I was probably 16. There was another guy who was like 19, 20. And he's like, man, it's your last year of high school, eh? I was like, yeah, it is. He's like, man, enjoy this last year because it's all downhill from here. That's what he said. I'm thinking in my head, you're a fucking dumbass, man. It ain't downhill for me, right? I've got big plans. I'm going to fucking, make sure it's not downhill. And that's what happens. It's all down to the mindset. What the fuck are you going to accept, right? You're going to accept this bullshit programming of like what people are expecting your life to be? Dumb. Now, when it comes to this, boys, to be able to get to this upper part, just keep it in mind as well. The reason why I'm so confident and the fact that you can do this is you don't even need to be rich, right? Freedom is the main thing, right? And so once you're at 3K per month USD online, you have like 90% of the freedom you would ever need if you follow the correct system and the correct way to do it, which I teach all the time. Putting yourself in the right location, moving your taxes, right? I know this is more advanced stuff, but really, boys, it's all you really need to be able to live in some really good countries and actually live like a king, all right? So just remember that the goal isn't to be rich. The goal is to have freedom, right? So you're not trading time for money, so you can have as many holidays as you want, so you can live the life that you actually want, so you can be around the people you want to be around, right? This is what it's about, having opportunity, having choices. And in the 9-to-5 traditional middle-class setup, you don't have choices. You are trapped. And you end up just accepting it and being stuck in it for 30 years usually. So when it comes to this, boys, if freedom is something that you want, this is all it takes, right? As I said, 3K per month online with the correct setup equals freedom. All right. Leverage a high income skill. Learn either closing or setting inside sales. You could be a UGC content creator, a copywriter, a video editor, a social media marketer, whatever it is. Just learn one of these high income skills. You can literally learn it in 3 months. Learn it from someone that's actually done it. Go and invest in a course and get it done, right? My best friend George was stuck in Perth, Australia, hated it there. He wanted a way out, and closing and setting, learning sales is exactly what he did. He makes 7 to 6K USD per month. It's more than enough to live in most countries. He travels now with me. We just got back from a Rio trip, right? We're rolling together. All because he saved 15K, moved to Paraguay, used that money to buy him time and learn the skill, got a job and set himself up, right? He took a couple little risks and he used speed to his advantage, right? And now he can basically do whatever he wants. And this is basically what it takes, boys. And what I preach on my channel. The other thing I'll say is do not focus on online business. Your stuff like drop shipping, Amazon FBA, this type of stuff, even Amazon KDP, what I do, I would just stay away from it, right? Because the main thing is that you get online income quick, right? So once you get minimum 3K a month online, which you can easily do from these skills, then you're able to leave your hometown and travel and be wherever you want in the world, right? Then you're around the right network. Then you're learning more from them. Then you're within better energy, right? You've saved more money. These types of things, or maybe you're even just working from home from your Western country. I don't know, but do not focus on online business until you have sussed online income. Once you've got location freedom, right, and you've set yourself up with that base amount of freedom, then funnel the income that you're getting into either an investment machine that makes passive income, or a online business such as the ones I listed before that you can eventually turn passive, or you could potentially even just build your personal brand, or create an offer around a skill that you're really good at. So that's everything in a nutshell, boys. Remember, your whole life was led towards being in this zone right here, right? To get in here, to become this person, to live a life that you want, you must follow everything that I said to you before in order to be able to get there. All right. It's really not that hard. They make it sound super difficult and risky. Don't listen to them. There's nothing more risky than settling for a shit life. So any questions, boys? If you want to learn sales, hit me up in the DMs. I can help you out. If there's any other questions you have about any of this, hit me up in the comments as well. I'm happy to help. Other than that, thanks for watching the video, bro, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.